Halt!
¡Madre de Dios! ¡Andiamo! He's stealing the weapon! Someone kill him! Here! Shoot him down! Shoot him down! heading. Nice try. How many of these things are there? Go home! You do not! All of you will die! Il mondo è migliore.
Buongiorno, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ubisoft News Plays. I'm Chris.
I'm Yusuf.
We're playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. More specifically, Yusuf is playing. Thanks for joining us. It's a birthday. It's like a happy anniversary.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is 9 years old, Chris.
Yeah.
November 16th, 2010. This game came out. Graced us with its presence.
Following up on Assassin's Creed 2, The year before, the continuing adventures of Ezio Auditore da Firenze, currently riding recklessly on a horse through town.
Through the Roman Forum.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was the first like true like story sequel in every aspect in Assassin's Creed. Obviously, the modern day story continued from AC1 to AC2, but this continued Ezio's journey.
True.
Still the only time that we've gone back to an assassin.
The Ezio trilogy.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Part 2, the middle portion of the Ezio trilogy. Probably my favorite of the Ezio games.
This one?
Yeah.
Brotherhood?
Oh yeah. Well, Chris, I don't know if you remember this game. Also,
I do remember this game.
Oh, you do remember this game. Yeah. But this was the first. This was the first like truly open world AC. Like you weren't jumping from city to city. Like everything was in one big open world Rome.
Oh, that guy got it. Oh no! Are you supposed to save that guy? He almost.
I'm supposed to say
He almost had a bad time there.
he's all right. He's all right.
Everything's fine.
Oh. They're on to
seems
us.
like
though.
there's a number of other guards you've alerted.
There
here.
are. It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Yusuf, while you deal with these guards, I'm gonna tell folks, hey, thanks for being here in the stream. We're streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer. If you want to join the chat, go to the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Ubisoft. Hello to everyone there in the chat. Hey, Arsalan, welcome. We are the Ubisoft News team. So Yusuf and I are out of the San Francisco office. Ubisoft News, we bring you the news about Ubisoft stuff, keep you updated on the latest events, releases, etc. We do interviews with Ubisoft creators, bring their stories to you. We make YouTube videos and we do live streams.
Oh yes.
We don't develop video games. We don't know how these things work. They're magical, but we love to play them, and that's what we're doing today.
Oh yes. So we are playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
That guy's an assassin now?
So yes, I just
him?
recruited him. So Chris, the Brotherhood in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood stands for the Brotherhood of Assassins.
Okay. Okay.
Now, when Ezio arrives, when we first meet Ezio, let's back up a little bit in AC2. He's a young, plucky, upstart kid. We see him become an assassin in that game. AC Brotherhood's really about seeing him become the master assassin, the head of the Assassin Brotherhood, as he rebuilds it in Rome.
Yes.
And so that is part of this game. You have this sort of assassin recruiting and like sending them out on missions, leveling them up. You can call them in to battle if you wanted. You can really just have your own kind of army of assassins.
You're
call
putting
them
the
in for
squad
assassinations.
together.
Oh yeah, exactly.
People with very particular sets of skills.
You know, people who are fighting against the Borgia. Here we have
All have our secrets.
Niccolo Machiavelli
took the
Ooh.
liberty of setting up a
and
means
Caterina
of
de
communication
Sforza.
with your troops.
And
We sent orders
and a
via
pigeon.
carrier.
okay, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Machiavelli.
Shout out to all the
Bartolomeo
creatures
sends
in this
his apologies.
cutscene.
Senor
The French have
Pigeon.
doubled their assault.
Claudia.
Ezio.
All right. I have a plan to deal with the Borgia. We can either go after supplies or Cesare's followers. My plan is to
You're working
attack
with this
both.
guy?
I'm working with this guy.
Cut off
yes.
his funds.
Machiavelli,
Cesare
very
will lose
famous
his
figure.
army and return without his men. So, I ask you, where does he get his money?
Does he have some machinations in the?
Agostino
In
Chigi
the
is the Pope's
offing.
moneyland.
You know, he's
but
kind of
Cesare
the,
does business with someone else.
The intel guy for the
Now,
assassins
all
here.
we know is that he is called the bank.
You know, his motivations come into question a little bit earlier on, but you know, he's the
Senator
person that can be
Vigilio
trusted.
Trocchi comes in all the time and complains.
Bene. I will follow up on that lead. French soldiers
He's
are
got
guarding
his
the road back into
Master
the
assassin
Castello.
goatee.
Once Cesare arrives, you will
He
never...
keeps it trimmed, but
yeah.
you know.
I intend to kill the French general.
Oh.
With him dead, Bartolomeo will
kill a
have the
French
Frenchmen
general.
on the defensive. And they will abandon their posts on the bridge.
Even with those troops gone, the Papal Guard will continue to protect
Violet
the
Pumpkin
gates.
asking,
There is a
what's your
side
favorite
entrance.
AC game, Chris?
Lucrezia's latest
And
blade,
Stanley was happy
Pietro,
saying,
has a
"Oh, I
key.
see you're playing the best AC game
that
ever made."
the
I think we have
Oh.
Stanley's
Come see
answer.
me later. I will have my
Yusuf,
thieves
what's yours?
ascertain his location.
So this is a tough question for me, Chris, because Assassin's Creed is my favorite franchise of all time.
You've got a lot of entries that are near and dear to your heart.
I really do. I very much do. So I'd say 2 was the game that influenced my life most. So it's got a very special place in my heart for that. Do I think Brotherhood's probably a better game? Does it improve on certain things that I really liked about 2?
I mean, it's got Valeria Viozzi in it, so
It does, yeah. right?
Who you can send to assault a landlord.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. But so Brotherhood's up there for me as well. Black Flag also very much up there for me. I think that's a very fun game. But then when it comes right down to it, it's a tie for me between
What?
Assassin's Creed Origins and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Because I'm Egyptian.
Yes.
I've talked about this. Assassin's Creed Origins is a game I never thought I'd get to play. And it was like everything I wanted it to be and more in that sense. And then the way I describe Assassin's Creed Odyssey is that if I could make the perfect game for me from a gameplay perspective, from a mechanics system perspective, it would be Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
It would be that.
So those two are right up there for me.
Strong.
What about you?
I think it's going to be Odyssey because Cassandra is the GOAT. She's the greatest. I think she's an incredible character. I think exploring that world is just like, it's one of those worlds that like it's so rich that you can kind of, you pursue your main quest, you can meddle with some side stuff. You could just like head out in any direction for a little bit and wander until you find something and see like, hey, what's going on over here? I think that for that reason, Odyssey is my jam. We got a lot of people who are calling this one the best.
This you can't go wrong
Turul
here.
for sure saying this one is so good. Stanley apparently 100%ed it 3 times.
Ooh.
Stanley was happy. AC Revelation is getting some love from Salt Life VG.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It's a tie for Go Lakings too as well.
Between what?
I think it might be the two they're talking about. I don't know. Go Lakings, let us know. What's it a tie between? Michael Creed, welcome. Hello.
I don't think there's such a bad thing as, or there's such a thing as a bad choice here. I don't want to buy that name. Let's upgrade some of my weaponry, Chris.
The best, no question, says Turul. Excellent. Dr. Desai, is there any special reason to be streaming Brotherhood? Well, we're streaming it because it's like the 9th anniversary of the game. We have streamed Assassin's Creed 2 previously, so dabbling in this one is kind of a fun like move on from that. Assassin's Creed 2 is part of Uplay, or Brotherhood and 2 and Revelations are all part of Uplay Plus, which is a subscription service on PC that gets you over 100 Ubisoft games. So we're kind of showing off different games from that catalog, and also it's one of Yusuf's favorites.
It is one of my favorites, and I'm actually replaying this game right now, Chris.
Yeah, I'm watching you. I see.
Well, I mean, literally right now, but also like when I have time in the office because it's the next entry in our ongoing video series called The Real History, in which we jump into each Assassin's Creed game and take a look at what was really going on at the time in these various settings. So, we've already done the real history of the Third Crusade in Assassin's Creed 1.
Yep, talking about Acre, Damascus, and Jerusalem.
Yep. We did the real history of Renaissance Florence.
For Assassin's Creed 2.
Yep, exactly.
You can find those on Ubisoft's YouTube channel, by the way, if you folks are curious. I'll put a link there in the chat in just a sec.
Yeah.
But, so now you're working on...
Now I'm working on the real history of Renaissance Rome.
Renaissance Rome.
I don't know if that's what the video will be called, but
It's
possible.
It's descriptive.
But Rome and Italy, very near and dear to my heart. I studied architecture, Chris.
You did.
As I've told you.
Well, the folks at home know as well,
I mean, I'd like to think so.
Yusuf has shared some, definitely some architecture tidbits. All right, what do we got? Real history of Florence. I'm putting it in the Twitch chat right now.
Hey.
Did you study architecture in Rome as well?
I did study architecture in Rome as well. And Rome also home to my favorite building of all time.
Favorite building of all time?
Yes. The
Which?
Pantheon, Chris, which we will get to.
Oh, we're going to see it?
Oh, of course we're going to see it.
Hell yeah, can't go to Rome and not see the Pantheon.
Also, it also features very heavily in the CGI trailer for this game, which is one of my favorite AC trailers of all time.
That's a good one.
Find him on the Campidoglio. You do not need me.
Hey Thanos, welcome to the chat. What's up, DJ? Hello.
Girls must take his money back to the underground.
Fine.
Stay alert.
Who are we talking to now?
This is Claudia Auditore. This is Ezio's sister, who, once you came to Rome, you have to make some friends. Of course, Ezio made friends with the courtesans, and they were in need of leadership.
Yes.
And luckily, Claudia was there to step up and
She's ready to
and
step in.
sort of get the affairs in order of the courtesan faction. All right,
Get them
so
organized.
We have a senator, and we have to tail the senator. Okay.
Cool. For those of you curious, Yusuf is playing on PC right now using a DualShock 4 controller.
Yes.
You know, we got to give him the deets on the setup.
Exactly. But you know, you could be playing with a mouse and keyboard. You could be playing with an Xbox controller.
Go Laking's answering that yes, indeed, it was the same tie as you between Odyssey and
Between Odyssey and Origins.
Thanks for following up.
You got good taste. Although, like I said, there's no bad answers. That's kind of what I love about, like, there's like various properties out there in the world that have multiple entries in them, you know?
Sure.
Marvel movies, Star Wars, Pokemon, those kind of things. And like, you might have your clear favorite, but each entry and everything is someone's favorite.
Yeah, they all have their different kind of offerings, the different approach. And also, like, I think aside from the sort of virtues of the game itself, there's also like what time in your life you played the game.
Oh, totally.
I think has a huge impact in like how much you love the game, how much you identify with the game, you know, what you get out of the game. I'm curious, so one of our Twitch chatters here, and Stanley was happy, said that they have completed the game 3 times. I'm curious, Stanley, if it was did it feel different each time? Like, was it on your second playthrough you appreciated different things, or you know, by the time it was the third one, like, did you get different things out of it upon subsequent playthroughs? Because I'm curious.
Good question.
And yeah, so Yusuf, you know, while we're waiting for that answer, I'll ask you. You know, you're playing this game now. You're playing through it at work. Are you finding you're appreciating new things, or seeing it in a different light, or is it, you know, just bringing back a lot of these like great memories and like, oh man, I remember that too. Like, what's your vibe here?
It's definitely some of that. It's definitely like, oh my god, like, yeah, I forgot about this, because AC2 is a game I go back to every few years and like replay. So like that's like kind of fresh in my memory. But having like replayed 1 and then 2 and then coming to this now, it like reminds me of like, oh man, like a lot of the things that like I really liked about AC, or that I like think of as like so integral to the series, started with this game actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like the giant open world, the sort of like the clearing the Borgia towers so you could upgrade the city. That came here. The combat of being able to sort of chain kills from one to the next came from here.
Damn, they are kicking this old guy's
They are.
butt.
All right, so we have to defeat these guards.
Defeated.
Well, that's one down. What I like to do sometimes is just fight with the hidden blades.
Get the blitz. Oh, it works.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
super effective.
Good Samaritan in Rome. I thought they were a dying breed.
Thank you.
This is a well-dressed man.
Those guys kicked me in
I
my
don't owe
tummy
you money
so many
too,
times,
do I?
it hurt.
I'm looking for Cesare's banker.
Can you really appreciate how good this game looks too 9 years later?
And you are?
This has no business looking this good.
Cesare has a lot
Details
of
on these
friends
outfits.
these days. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them.
I can pay.
Ma che meraviglia! He fights God.
Our friend Big B in chat saying, if I were to play one AC game, what should it be?
Ooh, this is a good
I know a
question.
place.
Ooh, that's a very good question.
Okay, before we get to that question, Stanley, the multiple completer, has answered and saying, you know, you always notice the little
Going to
details
have
every
to
time you
protect
play.
you, though. The guards are being very friendly, if you know what I mean.
I guess they were meant to 100%, like had to restart because they were trying to like 100% the game a few times.
Yeah, so this game too, it did something where it introduced optional objectives in your missions.
Oh yeah, for full synchronization.
Yeah,
Which you failed.
I did fail. I was detected. But you know what? We're playing here for...
Oh wow, they even got to,
Viewing
they
pleasure.
like went to
really
visit
wants you
Rome,
dead.
Castle San Angelo, and saw the places that they had played.
Nice.
And then after went home and played it again, just like had to do it.
So I did the same exact thing. Was that Stanley?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did the same exact thing. I played this in 2010 when it came out, and then in 2011, I went to Italy. I studied abroad there, and went to Rome. And it was like, oh, hey, I know this city.
This looks familiar.
Yeah. But it's like, it's really funny to see like how accurate it is, and like how different parts of the city are like Because like obviously this is not one-to-one, especially back in 2010.
Yeah.
But just like seeing like, oh no, like they got the relationships right and the proportions of things right, and like if you know how to get, if you knew how to get around in this game, you knew how to get around in Rome, and like I 100% did. Like if I knew where like the Campidoglio was that we were just in, so that meant I knew where the Roman Forum was.
Mm-hmm. That's very cool. The Senator's under attack.
Senator's under attack.
Not anymore.
No
Everything's cool. Streets are running with blood, and Ezio's running away. Just another Friday.
I definitely blew the whole don't get detected thing, but that's okay.
Not
You play how you want, folks.
for false causes to pay back your gambling.
All right, so we had a question in the chat from Big B.
Yes.
Apparently,
Big B's
has
asking.
not played an Assassin's Creed game. Curious, what's gonna be her like entry point, first Assassin's Creed game to play? I mean, I'm tempted to say Odyssey, because it's kind of
We must keep
because it's my favorite. That's why. But
Yeah.
but with the exception of the Ezio trilogy here, you can really, I think, pick up any Assassin's Creed and enjoy it as as a sort of standalone thing. Like it's not, you don't. Like, playing through the series, you do get threads, you do gain a deeper appreciation for lots of elements, and, you see sort of how it evolves and whatnot. But, like, you could go play Black Flag if you wanted to be a pirate. You could play Unity if you wanted to, if you're going to Paris sometime soon, you wanted to explore, and Yusuf's tales of knowing how to get around Rome inspire you. I think that, like, I don't feel like there's a barrier. Probably don't go start with, like, Brotherhood or Revelation, because those continue Ezio's story.
Yeah, you might be a little bit lost.
Mm-hmm. Turl saying Unity is a good standalone.
Yeah, there's a lot of good standalones.
Yep.
Really, outside of Brotherhood and Revelations, you really can't go wrong. But yeah, I think if you're trying to get someone interested for the first time, one of the more modern ones isn't a bad pick, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also, Cassandra. Yes, it's amazing.
Cassandra's amazing.
Such a good character.
Odyssey is so well written, so funny. Like it was the first game, obviously, with dialogue choices.
Mm-hmm. 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 First game in history.
First Assassin's Creed game,
Jake,
I should
tell
say.
you.
But it's very much an RPG. All right, we're making progress here. We're making progress. I think after this is a story mission right here, Chris. I think after this, maybe we go do some optional objectives, maybe clear some Borgia towers.
Yeah, we got to get one of them towers.
We got to rebuild Rome.
It's not going to rebuild itself.
And it wasn't built in a day, Chris.
No.
That's what they say.
Certainly not.
Who's they? Everyone.
Everyone says it. Rome wasn't built in a day. What are some other like Rome-related phrases? One that I like from Latin class is alia iacta est.
Ooh.
The die is cast,
Yes.
which is like there's no going back. I think it's the die is cast, meaning like as in like making metal die cast stuff, not as in like I rolled the dice. But it could work as it.
No, it is 100% the die.
It's a metallurgy thing, right?
No.
Oh no, it's the dice.
Yeah, it's actually dice.
It's been thrown.
Yes.
And you can't unthrow it.
Exactly.
Okay, interesting. The dice has been thrown.
Like the results have been yielded from the dice. Like we have
well,
seen
you've committed, right? Because it was when someone was crossing the Rubicon
Julius Caesar.
to rumble, and it's like there's no going back.
Well, so
The die is
you want to know?
cast.
So the interesting thing about that,
Oh, Testa Bro saying all roads lead to Rome.
all roads lead to
That's a
Rome.
good one. See, I knew there were more out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Benvenuto to the home
All
of my
roads
brother.
Vinci Vidi Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered.
When in Rome.
When in Rome.
When in Rome, Turl. Good call. Good call.
A lot of good adverbs with Rome. Do you know the nickname for Rome, Chris?
Right.
The nickname for Rome, the
Problem is, there is no money.
seven hills
We're meeting
for
the
seven.
bank.
No,
Where?
we don't know.
I never
It is the
know
city of Seven
who
Hills.
I'm
Yes.
That's
I
true.
go to
The
one of
Eternal
three
City.
The Eternal City.
And his
That's a
friends
good. That's
me to
a
him.
pretty boss
We'll
nickname.
bring you all the money.
You know what's
want.
crazy about Rome? So it's the
to
first
stop.
city to ever
What
reach
actually
1 million
gave me
people
hope?
in population.
Is it? Do we know that?
Okay, that might be. I might not be. It's
I
largely.
mean, were they
believed-
taking censuses over in Tenochtitlan at the time?
Okay, it is largely thought of as one of the first cities. I will say one of.
Okay.
But after Rome, after the sacking of Rome, sort of the downfall of Rome, which in this game, it's still sort of recovering from. The next city, and so Rome reaches it at about like, basically at like the 2 millennium ago, like 2,000 years ago. Let's rebuild this. So about like
Look at you,
the time
patron of the arts.
exactly.
Stimulate local commerce. Good guy Ezio.
Basically, at the time of Augustus becoming emperor, Rome reaches about 1 million people. Right around, 0 CE, let's say. The next city to ever do that in the world was London during the Industrial Revolution, which was, Chris, if you don't know, about 1860. So it took over 1,800 years for another city to become as big as Rome.
Wow.
Hey, remember I
that's
mentioned
wild.
the Parthenon? Or excuse me, Pantheon.
You did mention the Pantheon. Why would you
Here it
mention
is.
it now? Oh!
This is it.
It's there.
Let's help the citizen first, though.
Citizen getting just like really overpowered. These guys got hammers. Oh, right in the. This is a messy fight. Okay, there we go.
All right, there's such a thing as a non-messy fight.
Stabbed him in the thigh.
Pelvic area.
The liberation of Roma has begun.
Oof.
Messere, you have saved me. Only allow me the honor, that I may serve you.
Is he like, my life is in your hands now?
He was a rabble rouser, Chris. He was a person who wouldn't stand for the status quo.
He's mixing it up.
He's mixing it up, exactly. So I'm unlocking this sewer grate here because this is how you fast travel.
Through the sewers?
Through the sewers, yes.
SPQR, baby!
SPQR. You know what that stands for?
Senatus Populusque Romanus.
Hey, wow, there you go.
Yeah, but we took Latin in high school.
Ah.
Despite my fuzzy knowledge of alia jacta est. It means the Senate and the Roman people.
Yes.
And it is about their...
The Senate stands for the Roman people. So this is the most perfect building in the world, in my opinion.
I don't know, man. Looks like it could use some renovations.
Ooh, I don't have enough money.
You can't...
It's very
You're going to
expensive.
try to buy this thing?
It's very expensive. It's
How
49,000
how short are you?
49,000 florins. I have about 15.
Little short. Little short.
But yeah, so inside of this building here, you have a perfect sphere. So you can actually circumscribe, if you like go around the ceiling, you can circumscribe a perfect sphere within the Pantheon.
Go stand below it and look up. And then spin around until we get dizzy.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm already dizzy.
Okay.
Okay.
Shut it down. It's too
But-
much.
It's called the Pantheon because it was a temple to all of the Roman gods, Chris. Not just one, not just Jupiter or Mars, Neptune.
Pan.
The Pantheon
All.
of gods. Hence the
Theo.
centralized circle form,
Stop
Chris.
spinning.
No one place of privilege in this. It's all nice and round.
Okay, yeah, they're all equidistant. But I mean, that looks like a place of privilege, right? It's the special
there's
dome
a central
arc
apse.
situation.
Well, that's because, Chris, the reason the Pantheon survived is because, like many pagan temples, it wasn't destroyed, it was converted into a church.
Uh-huh.
So when Christianity came,
The rampaging Christians were
Yeah.
like, we're having this.
they were like, this building is too beautiful to destroy. Let us simply co-opt it for our purposes. But as my structures professor in architecture school said, this building was the space program.
The space program?
Yes, this is the largest, to this day, more than 2,000 years, or about 2,000 years later, it is the largest unreinforced concrete dome in the world.
How'd they do that?
That means all this concrete here, there's no steel in it.
Did you... Okay, I mean, we live in the Bay Area.
We do.
There's earthquakes.
There are
Do
earthquakes.
you feel a little nervous when you're just under all this unreinforced concrete?
Funny thing is, Italy's got a decent amount of seismic activity itself.
But that thing is still hanging in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's still strong.
The Pantheon, the way it was built back then, it would be tough to build today. People would struggle to do what the Romans did 2,000 years ago.
Well, I mean, as Turrell points out, they had pieces of Eden, so I mean, yeah.
Good point. Good point. Was it aliens? Sure. Was it for civilization technology? Possibly. Who am I to say, Chris?
Who can say?
Okay.
Really? Who can
What
say?
do you want to get up to?
Uh,
do we wanna
Tower
get
Hood.
into?
Tower.
Tower?
Open up a new spot. I want to expand.
Let's go to this viewpoint over here. Oh, gotta get that money first.
we have Hardock asking an intriguing question in the stream. Now, throughout the stream, a bunch of people have been calling out the multiplayer in this as something they really enjoyed. Yes, this multiplayer was like very tense and but very clever.
Super like revolutionary.
So Hardock is saying, what about reviving Brotherhood multiplayer on stream?
Ooh.
And I'm saying that is a great idea, and we should make that happen. So I'm gonna write down some. If you are interested in playing Assassin's Creed Brotherhood multiplayer on, can we do multiple? We could do a number of platforms. Tell me your your Twitch
no, it would
name,
have to be PC.
And it would have to be PC?
Yes, it would have to be on PC.
Okay.
Because the only way to play the Ezio games on current gen consoles is through the Ezio collection, and multiplayer was not included on that.
Okay. So we're playing it on PC. Is it still going? Let me know. Oh my goodness. We got There Will Be Cats in the chat.
Oh, There Will Be Cats!
Tuning in live. Yay! TGIF to
Wow,
all
not watching
involved.
us before bedtime anymore. Moving up in the world.
We notice you. We see you. Brotherhood multiplayer is still popping. People still play, says Turtle, so we might not have an actual tough time. But
Okay.
yeah, folks, we will let you know if we're going to stream it. How will we let them know, Yusuf? We'll put it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Claudio letting us know it's still on. Excellent. We'll let you know, folks. So if you follow Yusuf or I on Twitter, we will put the call out when we do that, because we should definitely do that.
Yes, I want to
I have more
desperately.
pressing concerns.
Can I climb this?
Excellent. Okay,
You shouldn't. The tall one. Did he
for
get
those of you who don't know, how does multiplayer work in Assassin's Creed, do you ask? Up. Hi, guys. Don't
worry about me.
Nope, it's fine. I'm just going to go over here.
All right.
Don't worry about me.
I'm probably pretty low on medicine at this point.
So the premise was like this: you're in a part of the city, and there's like NPCs walking around. There's a lot of people teaming around, and every person there is like one of the same 8 character models.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
Roughly.
I don't think it's necessarily every. Yeah, no, you're probably right.
I think every. And forgive me if this is a little wrong, because it's been many years since I played this, but basically you could choose, each player could choose from like one of 8 character models, and then the city was full of all those character models. So there would be like, and I don't know if you can play as Ezio exactly, but there would be like 50 Ezios just like walking around. There'd be 30 Yusufs, there'd be 30 Anthonys, there'd be, and so if you're just kind of standing still next to a building, maybe you look like you're an NPC. Or if you're like walking slowly with the flow of the crowd, maybe you're hiding. You don't know who's who, but you have a target. You get Yusuf's face, and it's like you got to get the player that looks like this.
Yes.
And then so you're hunting. You're looking at all the bald guys. You're looking at them. You're waiting to see which one does a move that will like be the telltale move. Like which one just starts running across a rooftop. Okay, that's obvious. But which one they turned a little too quickly. They're looking, they're doing something, and then you go get them. But then if you like assassinate someone, that makes a big scene. So if you assassinate someone and it's the wrong person, all of a sudden you did something to make yourself very visible.
Yeah.
So lots of mind games.
Yeah, because you're hunting someone, but someone is hunting you all at the same time. So you have to figure out how to kill your target as discreetly as possible so as not to give yourself away. But it's funny, every once in a while you'll see like you would see your target chasing their target down, and you're like, oh, there's that doctor I need to kill. Like, let me just do this really quickly while they've given themselves away.
Yep. And so you'd sometimes, and then someone would see you, and so like there would be this like mad chase breaks out. That was good. All right, we'll try to do that. We'll get that going a little later.
I failed at climbing the tower, Chris, so I'm going to another one.
Okay. Yeah, we stream every Wednesday and Friday at 10 a.m., so we'll definitely be having those streams. We're not going to be streaming next Friday because it's a holiday here in the U.S. It's the Thanksgiving weekend, but we will be on Wednesday. We'll be streaming Wednesday.
Yep.
Good old Ezio, says Hangster96. Right? I kind of feel this like, good old Ezio. This affinity for this dude.
Ezio just, feels like family. It's like going home. Oh, I can't go over there. All right, I clearly have not done enough story missions, so let's do one of those.
Dang, man. Folks, if you've been watching these streams, you know that Yusuf is not a fan of horses.
Chris,
I think your words were, we should fear them way more than we do.
people don't respect horses enough. Okay, they are terrifying creatures. They are infinitely powerful compared to us. Infinitely,
Horses have
yes.
infinite power that they can draw on at any time.
Yes.
I'm just saying, you were riding the horse like a maniac. You were fulfilling your own prophecy of like horses just being terrifying. Was it cathartic for you, or do you just?
So here's the thing, Chris. People will ride horses, and they have like spurs, and they kick them, and they do things to get the horse to obey them. I ride a horse with nothing but the utmost respect for the creature. And this is purely fictional. I would never ride a horse in real life.
You would never ride a horse in real life?
I don't want that kind of power.
I don't want to be astride that kind of infinite power.
Yes. They're just incredibly strong animals that,
that's true.
if they ever wanted to, if they ever decided to, could just destroy us all.
They could destroy us all. Wow. Dark prophecies about the horse uprising from Yusuf. Be on guard, folks.
Cannot believe you would
Be on
just
guard.
do
Oh, it's your
this.
buddy,
There is a condition.
Senator Beatdown.
Yes.
Keep an eye on the politics of the city.
Yes, there will be cats. Infinitely powerful horses.
Targets who are helping the Borgia.
And what?
Someone
Make
who is
them
obviously
disappear?
prepared for this stream, username Your Ezio.
Hey.
I mean, it could be
But he's still
you,
fat.
Rezio, but I bet it feels like it's an
I
Ezio.
will follow you as a banker.
Asking you, Yusuf, what's your response to Mike calling you out? A little background here. Yusuf started some beef with the For Honor team when we were streaming last week, and they responded in kind.
Yeah.
So there's a brawl, a brewing. There's a little grudge match happening. Yusuf and Mike are planning it.
Yes. So.
All right, follow the senator
all
as he
right.
delivers his payment to the bank.
We have to follow the senator. Do not be detected and do not touch the ground while tailing the senator. We'll see if that happens or not.
The floor is lava, Yusuf.
The floor is lava.
Get out of the
Again.
lava. Steal the money.
I'm gonna take this money. Okay. Okay. I will get to addressing this.
He's got to focus
Yeah.
on this.
I'll get to Mike later. Don't you worry about that.
Console Gamer Archive saying it still holds up and looks beautiful considering it's from 2010. Right? We were saying that earlier. It's always fun to go back to a game and it's, you can forgive it when it's, like not really up to your memories, but like this one is really delivering.
Yeah, this looks better than I remembered it looking, honestly.
Hey Kaiser Dark Axe, welcome to the stream. See you in the chat. Thanks for joining us again.
The money.
Sorry, go over what you
No.
were gonna say. Just giving
What's going
some,
on, Kaiser
just
Dark
giving
Axe?
some hollers.
Yeah.
will be pleased. You came alone?
Horses are Templars? Question mark. His guys.
You know
are
what?
funny.
You know what guys are funny?
Oh, don't encourage his conspiracy theories.
Chris, you can't prove they're not. That's all I'll say. You can't prove that they aren't.
My God.
What are you going to do with my money?
The banker likes to treat it well.
How generous he is.
All right, you're doing a pretty good job here.
It's because I'm pretty good at video games, Chris. Mike's gonna find out all about that.
Yeah, he is. You even got time for some light
Looting?
looting.
There's nothing light about how I loot.
Templar horses make you fall at the worst moment.
Ooh! Almost touched the ground there, Chris. But don't worry. I didn't.
Hey, Rogue Agent Mac, thanks for joining the stream. Stealth Ghost saying Assassin's Creed has always been a big part of my life, and I love every game. I love the series so much.
Hey.
Even has 3 tattoos dedicated to the series.
Ooh.
I'm curious.
That's a
If
hardcore
you don't
fan.
mind, I'd like to know more. I'd like a little description.
Yeah.
I had a colleague who got the AC logo tattooed. Kevin Van Ord, a colleague of mine at GameSpot, got the AC logo on his forearm because he loved the series so much.
That Kevin Van Ord used to write a mean review.
Mean
As in
very
good.
good.
As in very good.
Very
He's a very good writer.
Very well written, yes.
Years before I was in this industry, I admired that man's writing skills.
Shout out to Kevin. Gamer Hudson, why are you playing? Curious if this is remastered or is it just for the heck of it? We're playing because it's like the 9th anniversary of the game. We're playing because it's one of Yusuf's favorite games. We're playing because Yusuf's working on a video about sort of Rome history to give you a look at like the real history of this time period, a little more insight into the series. This is we're playing on PC, so it's a PC version of it that you can download and play now.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Hello, friend.
Let's get rid of him. Alright, so I'm gonna hope that they come out the other side of this. Oh, there they are.
Oh, they're gonna walk across the broad. Okay, you got the cables.
Yes, I got the cables, don't worry. They're none the wiser.
Kolya AC saying, I want to get the Ottoman Assassin's Crest tattooed.
Ooh.
Do I know what that looks like?
Coming out from Revelations.
There we go. All right, Stealth Ghost has the details on the tattoos.
Ooh.
One is the Black Flag logo.
Nice.
The other is Connor and the Wolves from the AC3 DLC.
Oh.
And the third is the Ezio pose, but his face turned into a skull to give it more of a gothic look.
Interesting. The Ezio pose where his like arms are out to the side.
The standard Ezio pose.
Is that
Is that standard Ezio pose?
That's a pretty common Ezio pose.
You mean like the leap of faith pose?
Well, no, there's like one where he's like on the ground, like he's standing with his arms to either side.
Just like basking in the sun.
Hidden blades.
Oh,
drawn.
okay, yeah, hidden blades drawn. There we go.
I don't know. Well, this person can inform us.
Console Gamer Archive says, wait, so he's the guy putting those historical videos together?
That is me.
Very well done. I love him.
Hey, thank you so much.
That means a lot.
Yeah, it really does.
It's really nice to hear. Thank you.
Because those videos, there's a lot of effort and work that goes into those things. So it's nice to know that someone out there likes them.
The Brotherhood cover pose, says Stealth Ghost.
Oh,
Nice.
Chris, they're at the.
That's the crossed arms
Ah, nice.
and blades out.
They're at the Pantheon, Chris.
Oh, we're back. What's up, Pantheon? Stanley's observation that the Pantheon was going to feature heavily during this part of the game.
banker has
Yes.
specially
Oh, yes.
planned.
Absolutely.
I will be delivering your
And will this building be
Give it
featured
here.
in my real history video, Chris?
You bet your bippy it will.
Oh yes. Oh yes, it will.
hold him until I get back.
I better not lose sight of the money.
Kronos says, hi, everybody from Hungary.
Hey, what's going on, Kronos?
What's up, Kronos?
He's counting the money.
All right, we got to infiltrate the Pantheon by roof. I know exactly how to do that.
Oh, I got a cough.
You got a cough?
I'm
Oh,
going to try
no.
not to cough into the microphone. Anthony, duck my mic. Anthony!
That first cough was such like a half-hearted.
Okay, I'm back. It was stifled, Yusuf. I did not want to assault people's eardrums with
Fair. You're so considerate.
the water that I did not swallow 100%. Got him!
These people got guns now. Well, that's the other interesting thing. So, right at the beginning of this game, spoilers for a 9-year-old game, Cesare Borgia assaults Monteriggioni, the home of Ezio and the assassins.
That place you put all that work into?
Exactly, the place I put all that work into building up, AC2, and he kills my Uncle Mario using a gun. And he specifically says, hand me that weapon, or hand me the gun his friend made for us. He's, of course, referencing Leonardo da Vinci. And there are multiple missions.
Dang, Leo, how are you going to do him like that?
Right. There are multiple missions in this game, though, in which you have to, you get sent off to a faraway location, and you have to take down one of these war machines that that was my fault. You have to take down one of these war machines that Leonardo has built for the Borgias. We just took down a machine gun at the beginning of the stream. But that is an actual fact. Leonardo da Vinci did work for the Borgias at one point as a war engineer,
Making guns.
and so the guards got guns this time around.
Dang.
Not just crossbows.
Dang, Yusuf. Don't get shot.
Sorry.
Yusuf,
Chris,
don't get shot.
I'll try not to. So the other really cool thing about this building, Chris, as I said, unreinforced concrete.
That you can infiltrate it from the roof?
That I can infiltrate it from the roof. There is this massive oculus with this compression ring that everything just sort of falls center onto, supports itself.
Oculus, giant hole in the roof?
Giant hole in the roof, that's what oculus means.
Compression ring.
Compression ring, that's what you're seeing right here.
What makes it a compression? Is that because that's where like the force of the walls is kind of like coming
Exactly.
together?
Everything is falling into this ring, and by coming from all 360 degrees, it supports itself.
Similar to like the keystone at the top of an arch. Only
Similar to that,
like
although people overemphasize the importance of a keystone, people say, oh, you remove the keystone, the whole arch falls. You take out any of the stones, the whole arch falls.
that's
The
fair.
keystone is just the last one
It's
you
just
have to place.
the last one you put in. Okay. Word.
But the really cool thing about this is that you have these coffers cut out, these little squares cut out in the interior of the dome. That lightens the weight, that removes some of the concrete.
Oh.
But
And it looks cool.
But what those clever Romans did, Chris, first of all, they invented concrete,
Okay. That's pretty clever.
which is hard to do.
yeah.
But concrete is like a material that's great in compression, not so much in tension, which is why you typically stick steel on it these days. But what these Romans did is they changed the mixture of the concrete. So the concrete at the base here was made from a much heavier, stronger material with a heavier aggregate, which is like the stones or whatever, the sand, whatever you're mixing in.
Okay.
And then as the dome went up, they mixed the concrete with other materials to make it lighter. So the dome actually gets lighter as it gets to the top of the oculus.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah. Which is actually something that is very hard to do.
It seems like it would be it seems like counterintuitive to like change the building material. Like you want it to be uniform to some degree, but I mean it obviously makes sense they're trying to reduce the weight. That's a huge problem, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They need to find ways to reduce
but
the weight.
mixing different types of concrete is something that's very hard to do. It's hard to get them to adhere.
The count is
They
complete.
did it effortlessly.
Va
Well,
bene.
seemingly effortlessly.
There was probably a
I'm
lot
sure
of effort
there's-
involved.
yeah.
Seems
No.
like you build something like this,
No,
there's
you-
actually a lot of effort involved.
True,
Which
but they did it
says he gets to
masterfully.
live.
There we go. There we go.
Lead the way, Pops.
Are they using the infinite power of the horses, Chris?
There will be cats
Possibly.
is accusing you of being a rock nerd.
A rock nerd? I mean, definitely a concrete nerd. I'll say that.
Concrete is like mushed up rocks, basically, as I understand it. No?
Concrete is a mixture of 3 ingredients. All right, I'm disguised as a chest carrier. I need to lead the guards to the banker's location without being detected. This is going to be hard to do on stream because you don't know where you're going, and you have to just walk. And based off, you have to like judge if you're going the right way based off the other guards' reactions. And I can't hear that well, so
Oh, well, should you put the subtitles on? Will you hear guard reactions that way?
possibly.
Do it. Try it.
Let's jump into the menu. and see.
Also, yes, Sahib Jirai asked why no subtitles.
It's a good point.
It's a good question. We're going to turn them on right now. Sorry we haven't had them on all stream. Someone earlier was asking yet another, why are we streaming this? There's no like special reason. It's because it's like the 9th anniversary. It's because it's the 9th anniversary,
It's the 9th
because Yusuf
anniversary.
is making a history video about it, because it's one of his favorite games, because this game rules. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Ooh.
That's what we do on these Let's Play. These are like Let's Play streams. We stream like new releases. We stream like seasonal events to like show off the new stuff. But we also stream like Ubisoft classics from the Uplay Plus catalog, just to like revisit games that we really like. And if there's games that you want to see us stream, we are open to suggestions.
Oh yeah. All right. So I was going the wrong way. They started suspecting me.
Do you think he's forgotten where we're going?
It feels like you're going the wrong way.
Yep. Not going the right way.
For questioning
All
your
right.
authority.
I hope they let us go inside.
I mean, I think this is actually a really interesting mission design. Like,
Yeah.
hey, just walk somewhere and you have to find out if you're going the right way based off the guards' reactions. Now we're going the right way. They say.
There we go.
So, Chris, earlier at the beginning of this mission,
Do you think he's forgotten?
they
I know, the city's pretty confused.
all right.
I know the city's pretty confusing.
I would
But this is ridiculous.
let us go inside.
So yeah, we got to notice that there's a new Christina mission
I am not
available.
questioning your
Okay.
authority.
So I think we should try to tackle that after this if we have the time.
He's going in the wrong direction.
Still going the wrong direction. All right.
Isn't the banker the other way?
Hardock is asking, where are you going? We don't know!
Do you think he's
That's the
forgotten?
the
What,
point
what
of
are the
this,
cues that you're listening to? Like, I see when...
Respectfully, signore. I'm
when
not sure where.
All right, so I've gone. I think I now know where to go.
Now we are
have you done the process of elimination?
I'm guessing this way. This feels like the only way I haven't gone.
What's the positive reinforcement? I'm seeing a lot of, like, you're not going the right way.
We're
There.
on track.
There we go.
There you go. Dropping the suspicion level.
Soon this job will be over.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
There's a guard to the left. Should you go?
Continues to
Oh
lead
no,
the
they're
way.
walking towards you. All right. I don't know if you should go left. Do not take my
Well,
advice.
this is the only way to go.
Now we are making.
Now we're making good time. We're
Okay.
coming up on Piazza Novana.
No.
Chris.
Go back.
Nope. You think back?
Yeah, go that way.
This way.
We're on track.
There we go.
Snowlit calling out the box carrying hype. Oh yes,
Nothing
the
but
hype is real.
the best plays.
I hope they
here.
let us go inside.
Up here, you think?
I am not questioning your authority, but should we not? Now we are making good time.
There we go. Back this way.
Why don't these guys just carry? Just
You
why
think
don't
they could walk
these?
us there?
Listen,
Soon the party will be all
they're,
around
it's
us.
above their pay grade.
Clearly.
Let's say that. They don't. Do they have the feathers in their hats?
Question.
We're on track.
All right, so I didn't fully synchronize because I did not complete this in less than 3 minutes. That's okay.
It's okay. I believe that you should have gone left there.
All right, Chris.
Now we are
Oh, that
making
guy's got a
good
feather.
time.
Why can't he tell me where to go?
Listen, if you got a feather in your hat, make yourself useful.
We're on track.
We're on track.
Do
Hey,
you
all
think
right.
he's forgotten where we're going?
Nope.
Nope. Swinging around. Go by the stables.
Going the right way.
You know how I can tell it's stables? Because of the mini map. There's a horse head.
There's a horse there.
Soon we will be.
Hey, strong synchronization. That's what I like to hear. Is this the right way you think?
Signor,
Nope.
are you all right?
Up these stairs,
Soon
perhaps.
the party will be all around us.
Full synchronization or nothing is how Hardock plays it.
I mean, absolutely. But the first time, if you got full synchronization on this the first time, Hardock, then you're just a better
Props
at
to you.
video games than I am.
It's entirely possible.
That's fair.
Respect.
I am.
The route
I
you
make
are taking
no
is very
claims at being the best video game player in the world.
I would not have gone this way.
Certainly top 5, but
Yeah.
not number 1. Hardock clearly, 1 through 4.
1 through 4, just somewhere in there. We're still working out the rankings. The guards are not as sharp as their swords, says Stanley.
I like that.
Ah.
I like that.
Hello, Pills Gaming.
Now
Thanks
we
for
are
joining the
making good
stream.
time.
I'm Chris. This is Yusuf. Oh, it says it on the. It says it there. It says it right here. That's my name.
I am not questioning your authority, but should we not
Yusuf.
get
They're
going?
not
Now
questioning
we're
your
going the
authority.
right way.
Good. Nor should
I
they.
mean, but.
I have the box, Chris, and I have the feathers.
What's in the box?
I believe it's just
Now
a bunch
we
of
are
money.
making good time.
I mean, do you want to just
Just make off of the box.
have that money be your money? Can it be your money now?
I would like
Now
it to
we're
be.
going the right way.
Well, now you're going the right way.
Soon this job will be
Hey,
over.
there we go. All right, we're crossing this bridge.
Sith Arsenal asking who collected 100 feathers in AC2. They got about halfway and gave up.
Oh, I did. I got the platinum trophy in AC2.
Ooh.
I have not gotten all the Borgia flags though. Hey, there we go.
Hand me the chest, Luigi. I will bring it
Luigi,
to the
that's
bank.
who I am.
Yep, that's me. Luigi. Look at that guy. How do you even
We can't go
look at that
in.
friggin' helmet?
Patrol by order of
My God.
Porca puttana.
Rude.
He's here.
That God, like
Luigi
does that
has been killed. We discovered
I mean,
his
I
body
guess
at
you're
the
not gonna
Pantheon.
hidden blade that guy in the neck.
We just let him in.
Oh, you don't think I can?
I mean,
Sounds like a challenge to me.
it doesn't really seem like you'd be able to.
All right. Follow the money to get.
What kind of banker is this? That doesn't look like a banking outfit.
Should we accept this? Let's accept this.
I don't know, man. You're the Ezio.
I don't think we're gonna have time for the Christina mission.
The banker is here.
That's okay, Luigi. That's okay. Oh, man. Yep, we got a bunch of feather collectors out here. Saying the legend saying they collected 500 flags in the first Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, those flags in Mason 1. Whew. There's a lot.
This is where the fun begins, says your Ezio, and Stanley is saying next one is my absolute favorite mission in the entire franchise.
Wow, wait, this one right here, when you go to the...
I don't know if it's this one or the next one.
So the reason that banker, Chris, is so scantily dressed, you could say,
Yes.
they're attending a bacchanal. I don't know, are you familiar with one of these?
Yeah, people just go and party real hard.
Yeah. Named after the essentially god of wine and partying, Bacchus.
A.K.A. Dionysus.
Yes, in Greek lore.
Dionysus.
Dionysus.
Oh, damn.
All right, I got my pals.
Ladies!
Here.
Can I borrow you for a moment? We gotta get past these can opener head guys. Wow. Duped him!
Those fools.
Fools.
Money's changing hands. Tail the new carrier. I feel like I would blend in more, perhaps, if I wore less clothing. Don't get caught! Don't get caught!
Oh, dang, dude. You broke up the nookie pile.
Ah, I got detected.
Well, that's what happens when you break up the nookie pile.
That's true.
At the bacchanal.
I went
This
too
guy.
fast.
Like it's his first bacchanal over here. Stepping in the nookie pile.
First rule, Chris. Don't break up the nookie piles.
Okay.
See if I get invited again to any one of these.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let's go back and make some friends. Ah! I was already inside. I couldn't go back out. All right.
Just
luckily, Chris,
stay the course.
on Uplay Plus, fast load times.
Yes. Fast look time. Let's do it. Yusuf, you're infiltrating this bacchanal.
Yes.
You're gonna find this banker.
Yes.
Are you gonna give him the old zitzok?
Zitzok, that's what they call it. That's
a technical term.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Let's get some social stealth, as they
Apparently, funny story about the term zitzok, which we all know and use frequently.
Yeah.
This is a word that is somewhat legendary in my family, as one day I was sent home from school. Not sent home from school, but the teacher reported some, like, maybe some playground roughhousing that they had to, like, tell me to knock off. And when asked about it, I told my mom that I had zitzocked Brian. By way of explanation.
Okay. What did that mean in your head at that time?
Yusuf, I cannot tell you. I don't have recollection of using this phrase, but my mom does, and she has reminded us of it many times. And quite frankly, it's a useful phrase.
Sure.
You knew exactly what I was talking about.
You zocked him right in the kisser.
Yeah. Well, I don't know I don't know where.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Is it a leg thing? Who knows? I think the ambiguity is part of the strength.
I was trying to cut corners. Did not work out.
What have we said about cutting corners in the bacchanal?
Rule 2 of any good bacchanal: don't cut corners.
Don't cut corners.
Don't break up the nookie pile.
The
don't cut
bacchanal.
corners. All right, so we can kill people. That's not against the rules, as long as you don't get caught. You can murder at the bacchanal, but you can't
We
break
can
up
kill
the nookie
people.
pile.
It's not against the rules. Don't take anything we say on stream out of context, folks. It's all about the context.
I can protect you.
All right, this guy's wearing a skull. You know, I never really thought about this, but like, how well do you think you have to clean an old deer skull before you want to put it on your face?
I mean, I think you dry it out for a while.
Okay. Or you get some of those like scarab bugs or something. Get some bugs to really clean it.
Okay.
I feel like that's what they do in like museum setting. Like, do they get bugs to clean bones?
You're asking me if like conservators use bugs?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know, because that doesn't really fall under the art conservatory. That's more like natural history.
Yep.
I wouldn't know. I would not know. Not my area of study.
Zip-Zoc is used for treatment of chronic leg ulcers.
Ask your doctor if Zip-Zoc is right for you.
Safety trousers, good call. That's good. Claudio is saying stealth is not an option.
Stealth is always an option, Claudio.
Feels like. Who are the guys that are gonna give you guff? These guys in the coats?
No.
This
I can
guy?
blend in with them. Ooh, courtesans. Hello. There we go. Hey, we made it somewhere.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's an interesting place for a ram's head.
Man, I hope he got that thing cleaned.
Do you think it's real?
You are dismissed.
It's got blue on it. That's maybe it's decorated, painted. Maybe it's paper mache.
Cool.
Welcome to my party. I am Juan Borgia.
One boy.
Cesare is about to speak in the main room, Excellence.
Yusuf.
Chris,
Guys Are Funny has a question for you.
hit me. Guys are funny.
What do you call a deer skull with no eyes?
I don't know. What do you call a deer skull with no eyes?
No idea.
I
Guys Are Funny. Putting the funny in Guys Are Funny. We like it.
wouldn't it make more sense if it was no idea?
Oh, good. I spared
Oh, we got the Joe Critic here.
I'm just
No idea is not a phrase.
things in life. Big power, so
The point is that it's a.
I see an
I'm not gonna explain this.
Chris, jokes are always funnier when
I'm
you
not gonna
explain them.
explain it to this guy. Come on. All right, what are we doing now? We finding Juan.
We're tailing Juan Borgia.
He says he owns all the trees. Seems like a bold statement. Who's this guy? The Lorax? Lorax doesn't own the trees. He speaks for the trees. There's a difference.
I don't know who the Lorax is, Chris.
You don't know who the Lorax is?
No.
Read a book. We didn't teach you that in architecture school.
They don't?
I guess you don't read Dr. Seuss books in architecture school. Seems like an oversight.
Chris, there's a lot of nookie happening.
Yeah. Well, let it continue. I mean, it's a nookie party.
It's true.
I like how these people are just like standing around pretty casual though, in their like full, business costumes.
Sometimes you gotta warm up for the nookie. Isn't that what Limp Bizkit was talking about?
You need to do it all for the nookie. I think that's what they were saying. Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Are we old? Was that an old reference? All right.
Timeless. Limp Bizkit lyrics. Timeless. The poetry of our era.
Don't get detected. Don't get detected. Whew.
I can't believe that worked. Before in the stream, you were doing that a lot and still getting detected. Don't get detected, don't get detected, don't get detected.
Oh, true.
It worked this time though.
It did. All right.
Hero Toxico saying they played Soul Calibur with Ezio.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was a
Ezio had a little guest appearance.
All right.
You made it to the main party
I
zone.
believe Cesare is going to give remarks.
Cesare, please give us some closing remarks for this stream.
Than to join in the Brotherhood.
Oh, there's Rodrigo behind him. The Pope, Chris,
Soon.
Rodrigo Borgia.
Oh, you guys are on a first name basis though? You just call him Rodrigo?
Well, when he became Pope, he rebranded. Every Pope takes a new name,
Sure. They gotta get their weird Pope name.
I believe he became Alexander the 16th.
Weird Pope name.
Someone can check that for me.
What's he saying? Get it on?
What would be your Pope name, Chris?
My Pope name?
Yeah.
Oh!
not agree to
It's gotta be something with a lot of consonants and like Pope Magnificat. Pope. Yeah, I don't know. Is that a thing, or is that just me saying?
You can make it what you want.
You can make it what you
I
want.
appreciate all that you have, but I have the army, so I am making the decisions.
He's making the decisions.
Father son squabbles.
Enjoy yourself.
In real life, Cesare was a cardinal.
I did not know that. Cardinal's like junior pope.
Kind of.
Couple notches down on the old popeometer.
Exactly.
That's what they call it, Catholic Church hierarchy, the popometer.
Okay,
How
so
close you are to pope. Sorry, I don't mean to be making light of it. I mean, I do. It's fun. Making light more of my own lack of knowledge about it.
so we need to kill the banker without being detected. And I believe there's a bonus for killing the banker from a bench.
Yeah, Treviso TV saying the bench stealth kill is iconic in this segment.
All right.
Yusuf?
We're gonna wait patiently, Chris. We got a guard right across from us. He's just eyeing us.
Yep. Go get some nookie, guard.
Right? What are you doing?
Chill out, buddy. Go put on a goat pelt.
Got him.
I'm just gonna sit on this bench. Who are you sitting next to? Who's your company here?
A mustache man and woman in red dress.
Guy looks like Mandy Patinkin.
Who's Mandy Patinkin? That's a made-up name.
Mandy Patinkin, noted actor and performer. I'll teach you about Mandy Patinkin later.
Should we kill this guard? I don't like the way he's eyeing me.
I mean, who's gonna see? Is someone gonna see? Naked people don't count.
Oh, I can't assassinate. I can't shoot the crossbow from the bench. All right, banker's on his way. Chris, shh. Be quiet. Chat. Shh.
You need to be on the bench. The bench on the other side is what Treviso is saying.
Uh-oh.
You need the bench
I'm
on
on the wrong side. I'm on the wrong side of the bench.
Also, we got a tip from Hardock. You can use poison arrows to distract the guard's attention.
Oh, that is true. That is true. Okay, but at this point, I'm sitting right across from this guard. If I get up, is he gonna immediately detect me? Let's find out.
Why are you here?
Okay, we got courtesans. Woo! Close.
Nice.
All right, there's the bench. I see the bench. The correct bench.
We're gonna make it happen. Yusuf, approach the bench, please.
Try not to. I can't disrupt the nookie. They found me.
Didn't go well.
They found me.
Desynchronized. Alas. Yusuf, do you have time for one more try, or do we need to wrap it up?
You know what, Chris? Let's go for one more try.
Okay.
I'd hate to disappoint. All right, we know what the game plan is now.
What's the game plan? Go to the bench.
Go to the bench.
Don't get spotted.
We'll kill this guy first.
Yoinks!
All right.
Hit him with the yoinks!
All right, so I don't think I'll be able to get close enough to poison.
Mm-hmm. You've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty, Yusuf. Let's put them to use. Maybe.
Gadgets and gizmos aplenty.
Yeah. Who's its and what's its galore.
Oh, it's asking me to use the poison blade.
Select the poison blade. Oh, yeah. Poison is faster to apply than Hidden Blade and less high profile, says Treviso TV. Thanks for the tips. We always appreciate tips.
All right. We've made it to the bench, though.
If you kill the banker, but the guard is behind them, do you still get the credit for doing? Does it go good?
Without being detected?
I guess we're gonna find out.
We are.
Come on, Banky boy. Ooh.
We did it. We did
Just
it.
gonna sit down here.
Couldn't have done it with all you beautiful folks in chat.
Everything is fine. Gonna have a tender moment with goat crotch.
Taste it.
And taste it.
I do not regret a moment of it.
You know, he doesn't
Men
regret
of power must
a
be
moment of it.
contemptuous of delicacies.
That's how to live your life.
I
No
gave the people
regrets.
what they wanted.
He gave the people the nookie.
And now you pay
That is what
for
they
it.
wanted.
Il piacere immeritato si consuma da sé.
This game teaches you a little
Requiescat in pace.
Italian.
Requiescat en pace. Sleep well, my.
Your Ezio, yes. This is one of the best missions. Now we have to escape.
Woo-hoo! Oh. They didn't say anything about preserving your knees.
No. Sorry, I still
Just
got good
escape.
news.
GG Yusuf, says Claudio.
Hey, thank you, Claudio. Is this enough? Did we make it far enough outside?
Warning, become anonymous. Become one with the hay. Folks, while Yusuf becomes anonymous in the hay, I'm going to thank you for joining us on this stream here. We are the Ubisoft News team. We stream every Wednesday and Friday, except for next Friday because it's a holiday. But we'll be here on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Please come back and join us. A few Ubisoft shout-outs. Rainbow Six Siege is free to play right now. You can download it all weekend and play it. There's a special money heist event going on. We showed it off on Wednesday's stream. If you're curious about that game, go ahead and download it, play it for free. Also, Black Friday deals are coming up, if not active already.
Oh, there are some active right now if you go to store.ubi.com.
Big deals if you're looking to pick up some games for the holidays. And yeah. Any closing remarks, Yusuf? For
This was super fun.
This was fun.
Keep an eye out for the next Real History series, which I will be looking at Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And,
Awesome.
thanks for tuning in. If you want to play it yourself, sign up for Uplay Plus. play it right now. Or if you don't have a PC, Assassin's Creed Collection on PS4, the Ezio Collection on PS4 and Xbox One.
It's got all three.
Also available. Yep, 3 games.
A lot of Ezio. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a great weekend.
Take care, y'all.